All right, so when you're setting up for your boudoir shoot, the first step is to find good lighting. So in our scene that we have here, we have turned off all of the overhead lighting, and that is going to be really important to get that dark and moody look. If you have too much light coming in from overhead, you're not going to be able to get those deep shadows and those rich tones that you're looking for with the dark and moody. What you want to have instead is a singular light source that is coming in from the side. In our studio, we have a custom-built fake window that is using constant bulbs shining in through sheer curtains. But on the other set that we're going to be working on later today, it's actually just a softbox with sheer curtains over it. So there's really lots of ways that you can get this side lighting, but the whole point is that you want the light coming in from the side so that you have a strong direction of light before you begin with your photo shoot. So we're going to be working today with Allie. She is a past client of mine who is in for her second photo shoot today. She is not a hired model, so she is along for the ride, and she has graciously agreed for us to be able to film this content today. So we're going to start first with how we actually meter the light to get everything ready for both a bright and airy and dark and moody image. All right, so let me set that down for a minute. So, my friend, I am going to have you lay face up on the bed. Your head and shoulders are going to be about here, and your feet are going to be going toward that corner of the bed. So, face up, flip this way. Yep.
Face up.
Okay, there we go. Necklace is intact. Okay, now just gently lift up your head, and I'm going to fan out your hair. Okay, and turn your head to the side just a little bit. Okay. So where we're going to start, I'm going to give you a little tussle too. Where we're going to start is by metering the light that is falling on her. So, you know, before we talked about we want to have this strong side light, we need to meter all of these highlights, which is where the light is strongest on her. So that's where we're going to start. So I start with my back to the light. That way I am shooting essentially flat lighting, and I'm going to meter on those skin tones. And then we're going to get a good exposure that we like. All right, so I've got my metering set, and that is looking good. Now we go into posing. I'm going to have you slide your left leg forward just a little bit. Perfect, right there. And then you're going to twist your knees away from me just a little bit. Your right hand, you're just going to like kind of up by your side, and your left hand, you're going to bring up over your head like this. Good. If you need to, you can scoot down the bed a little bit so your hand's not falling off the back of the bed. There we go. Okay, good.
I don't want to mess up the necklace.
And you did that really well. So that move that you just did where you kind of lifted and then like you sort of wormed your way down the bed, we're going to actually use a little bit of that in your pose. So when we go to take the photo, you're going to lift your chest the same way that you just did. Nope, up this way. Yes, just like that. Booty goes down, chest goes up. Chin is going to come up just a little bit. Follow me with your nose. You're going to come this way, turn, 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 and then up, 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 just like that. And then I'm going to be standing here to take the photo. This foot that's closest to me, you're going to point your toes. There you go. Perfect. All right, we are ready to shoot. I've already got my exposure nailed, so I don't need to change anything because she has not moved where she's at and I haven't moved where I'm at. But the main thing is that the distance from the light to her has not changed. Therefore, my exposure doesn't need to change. Okay? All right, so let's get an image here. For the first image, I'm gonna have you look down past your nose for me. Beautiful, just like that. I'm kind of shooting like from the top of her head. So I don't want her looking up at me because sometimes you get the like little creepy horror eyes where they're looking up too much. You know what I'm talking about though, like all of the horror flicks, they always have like the too much whites of the eyes. All right, for the next one now, you're going to be looking right at the lens here. Just really soft, take a deep breath in and exhale through your mouth. There you go, just like that, looking right here at the lens. Beautiful. Point those toes a little more, give me a little bit more arch. And yes, I subconsciously pose with my clients. Don't laugh at me. All right, deep breath in and out, lips parted. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna get one in a little bit closer too, just because I like the crop. So essentially, with me shooting with my back to the light, I am getting the side of her that is fully lit by all of this light. So this is going to be a much brighter, more airy look. In order to get our dark and moody look, I'm actually not going to change my exposure, and that's the really important key. All I'm going to do is change where I am at relative to her, relative to the light. So right now I'm between her and the light. Now I'm going to go on the opposite side of her from the light. So I'm going to circle around this way. Now when I'm over on this side of her, I am seeing all of the shadow side of her body. We're still seeing some highlights where the light is hitting her. And so theoretically, those spots, because again, she has not moved any closer or farther from the light, my exposure shouldn't have to change. Now, if you're really, really sciencey, there is a little bit of like refractive tendency that when you're shooting into the highlight gets a little bit stronger. So you may end up dropping your exposure by like a third of a stop at the most. So it's not going to be a big adjustment. And that's where a lot of people are going wrong, is they feel like in order to get dark and moody, they have to drop their exposure way down. You really don't. It's really about your placement relative to the client, relative to the light source. So if I put her in between me and the light, I'm going to see all of the shadows, and that's what I'm going to photograph. So if you've noticed, I've been holding my camera the whole time. I haven't touched a single dial. So I'm going to shoot literally the exact same settings without changing anything. And we're going to get a much darker, more moody look. I am actually going to change her pose just a little bit, just for some variety. So let's see, Allie, let's have you take this hand. This hand is just going to be like gripping the edge of your bodysuit right here. And let's have this hand kind of like reaching forward towards your leg. Okay. And now instead of looking toward the light, you're just going to bring your chin way, 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 way up. So we get a really long, dainty neck. We're still going to do that same arch. So where your chest is going to come up. Yep. Perfect. Booty stays down. Toes are pointed. Great. Now, if you want to, you can also switch the legs. Having the leg closest to me extended is going to give her longer legs. So we're going to go for that today. All right. So chest is up. Chin goes up even further. Way, way, way up. Beautiful. And now just part your lips. Breathe out through your mouth. Gorgeous. Okay. So now I've gotten a much more dark and moody image, and I can crop, I can change up her pose, you know, we can do lots of different things, but for the sake of getting dark and moody, we've gotten that. Now, as a bonus, you can also kind of cross-light somebody. So we've shot on the highlight side, we've shot on the shadow side, we can also kind of go in between, which would be, you know, either towards her head or towards her feet. Usually I don't shoot at someone's feet and shoot up their body. That would be kind of weird. So we're going to circle around to her head and still have not changed my exposure. Okay, let's see what kind of image we can come up with here. Okay, let's take, and I always like to demonstrate posing to my client. I think that's easier than trying to explain with words. So I come over here where she can see me. First of all, you're going to take your left arm. You're going to hug like under and across your ribs like this. And like a really tight hug, because the more we bring in this elbow, the more we're kind of carving out your waist, okay? And then this hand, let's bring it up really soft, something like this. Beautiful. Okay, that looks good. All right, and then same as before, bring your chin way, 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 way up. Beautiful. I'm gonna have you turn your nose toward the light just a little bit. I'm watching for the lighting patterns on her face, because her face is gonna be the closest thing to the camera. So I'm gonna go for a nice short loop light here. And then just for my angle, I kind of want to see like the curve down the side of her body, because again, it's boudoir. So I'm going to come slightly off angle from the top of her head. Got my focus dialed in, put it right on her eyeball, and there we go. And now again, we can change our angle and shoot up above her head and get a different feel. So these images where I'm getting above her head, we have a good balance of highlight and shadow. It's not just dark and moody, it's not just bright and airy. We're kind of getting a little bit of everything.